Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into the world of electric vehicles, EVs. It seems like every day there's a new model,
We're a new brand.
right? Or some big headline,
Yeah, it's really changing fast.
for sure. So today, we're going to unpack what makes EVs so compelling. Especially,
Compared to gas-powered cars.
exactly.
It really is fascinating how things are shifting.
It is.
And the momentum is global. We're estimating something like 17 million EVs will be sold globally in 2024.
Wow, that's huge.
Big jump from previous years.
It's mind-boggling. And get this, China alone is expected to sell over 10 million this year.
Yeah, they're leading the charge.
More than half the global total. What's driving that incredible growth?
Well, a few factors, really. The Chinese government, they have implemented strong policies to encourage EV adoption.
Like what?
Subsidies and incentives. There's also a growing awareness, I think,
Yeah.
among Chinese consumers about the environmental benefits of
Anche.
EVs. Plus, China's become a real hub
A hub for...
for EV manufacturing. You've got companies like BYD and NIO.
Yeah, I've heard of those. Making waves both domestically and internationally.
So it's a combination of government support, consumer demand, and a booming EV industry. What about other parts of the world? Is this catching on elsewhere?
Absolutely. The UK and Europe are seeing EV adoption rise steadily.
Steadily.
Yeah? Like in Europe, we're expecting over 25% of new car registrations to be electric by the end of the year. And the UK, last year, they saw over 300,000 EV registrations.
That's a big jump.
Significant increase, for sure.
That's impressive. It seems like the EV revolution is gaining traction worldwide. What about Australia? What's happening down under?
Australia's market is interesting. The overall sales growth, it's been modest, but this year we saw a real diversification
In what way?
in available models and brands. 12 new EV brands and over 20 new models entered the Australian market just this year. We're even seeing brands like Deepbull and Xpeng
Interesting.
emerging, and models like the BMW iX2 and the Ford F-150 Lightning are making a splash.
Yeah, I've heard about the F-150 Lightning. It's a cool truck.
That sounds promising.
Yeah.
More choices, hopefully more interest, and more people driving them.
I think so.
Speaking of big players, what's Toyota doing?
What's their take on the EV revolution?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Toyota's been focusing on a kind of multi-pronged approach to electrification.
What do you mean?
So they haven't gone all in on fully electric vehicles just yet,
Okay.
but they are investing heavily in hybrid and plug-in hybrid tech.
Makes sense.
And they're making strategic partnerships to make the EV ownership experience, better. Like, for instance, their work with WeaveGrid aims to optimize home charging.
So they're thinking about the bigger picture,
Yeah.
not just the car, but the infrastructure too.
Totally.
Especially as more and more people are going to be charging at home.
Exactly.
Makes a lot of sense.
It highlights how important a holistic approach is to EV adoption. It's not just about building the cars,
Right.
but ensuring that everything else,
Power support.
like charging networks, energy grids,
Right.
can handle the increased demand.
Now, the U.S., it's no secret that Tesla is, the big player.
They're dominating the EV market there, yeah.
What's their market share like these days?
Still over 56%.
Wow, that's a lot.
And within the U.S.,
Yeah.
California is really leading the way.
Yeah, I've heard that.
In EV adoption, 35% of all new electric car sales happen in California.
Wow, that's huge. California's embracing the future. It seems like the U.S. EV market is thriving, especially with all these new models hitting the streets. What are some of the standout EVs that have caught your eye?
There's a lot to be excited about. For people living in the city, there's the XEV Yo-Yo-Yo.
Tell me about it.
It's tiny, affordable microcar.
Yeah.
Perfect for zipping around, urban environment.
it.
It's got a replaceable battery even.
Replaceable batteries.
Yep.
That's fascinating.
Could be a game changer, right?
Yeah, I mean, one of the concerns about EVs is the time it takes to charge.
Sure.
This could solve that.
For sure.
What about something more spacious? Are there any new EVs that, rival the Tesla Model 3?
Absolutely. The BYD Seal is a sleek sedan that's getting a lot of attention.
I've heard of that one.
It's a direct competitor to the Model 3.
Really?
Yeah. It boasts impressive range and performance.
Okay, so it's a compelling option for those who, want something besides a Tesla.
Exactly. And it's not all sedans,
Right, right.
There's also the sporty MG Cyberster Roadster.
Oh, the Cyberster.
It's a head-turner, sleek design,
I've seen pictures.
combines that with electric performance.
I like it.
And for something more practical,
Okay.
Fiat's releasing an electric Panda in 2025.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really popular.
That's cool. It's amazing to see all the variety.
Right.
There really is an EV for everyone these days.
It seems like it.
But with so many options, how do we know which ones are actually good?
Well, Consumer Reports, they're pretty trustworthy, right?
Yeah.
They release their rankings of the top electric cars,
Okay.
and the BMW iX is at the top.
No kidding.
Scored an 84 out of 100.
Wow. That's high.
Great performance, range, and comfort.
A high score from Consumer Reports, that's saying something. What else is up there?
Let's see. The Genesis GV60 got second.
Okay.
Solid score of 75.
What's good about that one?
Elegant design.
I can see that.
And it's peppy, performs well.
And the Lexus RZ.
That one got a 74.
Not bad.
Known for comfort and build quality.
Makes sense.
Lexus,
It's interesting to see luxury brands like BMW and Lexus
Yeah.
really getting into EVs. But what about Tesla? Did any of their models make the cut?
Of course.
Okay, good.
The Model 3 is still a favorite.
I bet.
It's got that impressive range, almost 400 miles.
Wow.
And, of course, cutting-edge tech.
It's hard to beat that combo, that's for sure. Any other EVs that stand out for efficiency and comfort?
Definitely. The Hyundai Ioniq 6.
I've heard good things.
It got a fantastic score.
What was it?
83, super efficient and comfortable to drive.
And the Kia EV6.
Also impressive, 77.
What do they like about it?
Modern design, dynamic performance.
Hyundai and Kia are really making moves in the EV space.
Yeah.
Are there any European models up there at the top?
Yeah, for sure. The Peugeot E208
Okay.
and the Opel Corsa, both highly rated.
What makes those stand out?
Stylish designs, good range, and, good value.
Value for your money.
Exactly.
It's clear the EV world is getting more and more competitive.
It really is.
All these automakers from all over, they're all vying for a piece of that pie.
Yeah.
But let's move beyond rankings for a second.
Okay.
Let's dive into the core advantages of driving electric. What makes these cars so appealing?
Well, one of the biggest advantages is their environmental impact, or lack thereof.
How so?
They produce zero tailpipe emissions.
That's huge.
So, cleaner air for everyone and a smaller carbon footprint.
That's going to be a win for anyone who cares about climate change.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've heard EVs can save you money over time.
That's true.
Really?
The upfront cost might be a little higher
Yeah.
than a gas-powered car. But the long-term savings, you can't deny it.
In what way?
You'll spend so much less on fuel.
Okay.
Electricity is generally cheaper.
And maintenance too, right?
Exactly. EVs require less maintenance.
How come?
Electric motors have fewer moving parts than combustion engines.
So it's like spend a little more now, save a lot later.
That's the idea.
But what about actually driving one? How does that compare to a traditional car?
It's a different experience.
How so?
They're so quiet.
Ah, I see.
No engine roar, just peace.
Interesting.
And the acceleration, it's instant and smooth.
Really?
Yeah, the electric motor's got that instant torque.
It sounds like a more serene driving experience.
It is.
More responsive too.
Oh,
What about charging? Isn't that a big concern for people?
charging is definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
But the infrastructure's getting better.
You mean charging stations?
Yeah, they're popping up everywhere.
Okay.
Plus, lots of workplaces offer charging now.
And home charging is becoming more common too.
Absolutely.
That's good to know. I've heard there are different types of chargers.
There are.
Some are faster than others.
Yeah, there are different levels of charging. Level 1 is the slowest.
Okay.
It uses a regular household outlet.
Oh, okay.
Good for overnight charging at home,
Right.
but it takes a while.
So, not ideal if you need a quick charge.
Yeah.
What about the faster ones?
Level 2 is more popular. It uses a dedicated 240-volt outlet.
How much faster is that?
It's significantly faster than level 1.
Okay.
You'll find it at homes and charging stations. And then there's DC fast charging.
That's the fastest.
That's the speediest, yeah.
How does that work?
It uses high voltage direct current.
Okay.
Charges the battery much quicker.
So like filling up your tank, but with electricity.
Exactly.
That's cool. But aren't EVs still pricey compared to, gas cars?
The initial price can be higher,
Right.
but you got to think about the total cost of ownership.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you factor in fuel savings, lower maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
and possible incentives or tax breaks,
Okay.
EVs can actually be more affordable in the long run.
The financial argument is getting better then.
Definitely.
What about the environmental impact of making the batteries? Isn't that a concern?
It's a valid point.
Okay.
Producing EV batteries does have an environmental footprint, mostly because of mining the raw materials.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you have to look at the whole life cycle of the vehicle.
Right, the bigger picture.
Yeah, and studies show that even with battery production, EVs have a much lower carbon footprint than gas cars.
Over their lifetime.
Exactly.
So it's important to consider the whole thing,
Totally.
not just one part of the process.
Right. And battery tech is always evolving.
What's next?
Well, researchers are looking at new chemistries,
Okay.
like solid-state batteries.
I've heard of those.
They could offer even greater range,
Interesting.
faster charging, improved safety.
Solid-state batteries sound promising. Any other innovations changing the future of EVs?
One big one is autonomous driving.
Self-driving cars.
Yeah, a lot of EVs already have driver assistance systems,
Okay.
like adaptive cruise control,
Okay.
lane keeping assist, automatic braking,
So they're getting safer.
and more convenient, paving the way for self-driving cars, essentially.
Self-driving EVs, that's wild. Sounds like sci-fi, but it's getting real.
Yeah,
Are there concerns about that, though, like ethics and safety and all that?
for sure. There are important ethical and safety things to figure out.
Oh,
As the tech gets better, we need to make sure these systems are reliable, safe, and prioritize, human safety.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What are governments doing to help all this along? I mean, to promote EVs?
Governments are starting to see how important it is.
To transition.
Yeah, to a more sustainable system.
Okay.
A lot of them are doing things to encourage EV adoption.
Like what kinds of things?
Tax credits, rebates.
To make EVs more affordable.
Exactly.
Are they doing anything about the charging situation?
Yeah, lots of governments are investing in public charging stations, and they're supporting research into new charging tech.
To make it faster and more convenient.
That's the goal.
It's good to see governments getting involved, but are there concerns that EVs might create new problems while they're solving old ones?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
One potential issue is the strain on the power grid.
As more people drive EVs.
Exactly. We need to make sure our infrastructure can handle it.
So we need more power.
We might, yeah. And ideally from renewable sources.
Right. So investing in renewables and upgrading the grid.
So it's not just switching to electric cars.
It's about transforming the whole energy system.
For a more sustainable future.
For sure.
What about the materials in the batteries? Any concerns about where they come from or what happens to them when they're done?
Definitely.
Okay.
There are concerns about how we source things like lithium and cobalt.
Right.
We need to be responsible about that.
For sure.
Sustainable mining is key. And recycling the batteries.
So we minimize waste and recover those valuable materials.
So it's a whole life cycle approach.
It is.
From sourcing the materials to what we do with them at the end.
Exactly.
What about self-driving tech? Any unique challenges there?
Self-driving tech has huge potential.
To change transportation.
Totally. Safer, more efficient,
Yeah.
more accessible.
But there are concerns, right?
Of course. Safety, reliability,
Okay.
data privacy,
Right.
and the ethical side of things.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it's not just about the tech itself.
It's about how we use it.
Exactly.
What can we do as individuals to help with this transition to, a more electric future?
Well, consider an EV for your next car.
Okay.
Support policies that promote EVs.
And just generally, try to reduce our carbon footprint.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
It sounds like we all have a part to play.
We do.
As we wrap up this part of our deep dive into EVs, what are the key takeaways? What do our listeners remember about where things stand right now?
Well, we've seen a lot of progress with EV tech.
And adoption.
Yeah, in recent years. New models, better batteries.
Charging infrastructure.
Right. It's all changing so fast.
The EV landscape is really evolving.
It is. And governments are playing a key role.
In pushing it forward.
For sure. And people are starting to see the benefits.
Seems like the momentum is really building.
Yeah.
What's next? What does the future hold for EVs?
Well, the EV revolution,
Okay.
it's not just about swapping out gas cars for electric ones. It's about a complete transformation
Of what?
of our transportation system.
Okay.
We're heading towards a future
The future of...
of smarter, cleaner, more connected transportation.
And EVs are at the forefront of that.
Exactly.
So it's not just an evolution, it's a revolution.
That's a good way to put it.
What will that look like? I mean, how will EVs change our cities, our lives.
Imagine a city that's so much quieter.
A quieter.
Yeah, no more roar of combustion engines.
Just the hum of electric motors.
Pretty much.
That'd be amazing.
It'd be a lot more peaceful,
Yeah.
you know?
And what about the air we breathe?
Hmm.
We've talked about the environmental benefits, but how will that actually play out in cities?
It'll be huge. Fewer gas guzzlers means way less harmful emissions.
Things like,
Nitrogen oxides, particulate matter, all that stuff.
so the air will be cleaner,
Much cleaner. Better for everyone's health, especially in cities.
especially for people with breathing problems.
Exactly.
A healthier city, that sounds pretty great. But what about the energy to power all these EVs? Won't that overload the grid?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
As more people drive EVs, the demand for electricity will definitely go up.
Okay.
It's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity.
Also,
We need to make sure our energy systems can handle it.
so upgrade them.
Yeah. And we need to move to renewables faster.
Solar, wind.
Exactly. That way we're powering EVs with clean energy.
So it's not just about the cars themselves.
No, it's much bigger than that.
It's about our whole energy system.
Totally.
What about the economic side of things? Will the switch to EVs create jobs?
Absolutely. The EV industry is booming.
Okay.
It's creating jobs in manufacturing, engineering, software development, infrastructure, you name it.
So it's a ripple effect across different industries.
It is. And it's pushing innovation and making the economy more sustainable.
It's fascinating to see how EVs are impacting so much more than just the car industry.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
But what about the challenges? What do we need to overcome to really make EVs work for everyone?
One big one is access
Access to.
EVs and charging. It needs to be fair.
So everyone can benefit no matter their income or where they live,
Exactly. We need to make them more affordable, put chargers in more places.
especially in underserved communities.
Right. And we need policies that ensure a just transition.
So it's not just about the tech.
It's about making sure everyone benefits.
What other challenges are there?
Another is the environmental impact of batteries.
Like the mining and the disposal.
Yeah, we need to be responsible about where we get the materials from and how we make and recycle the batteries.
So minimizing waste and recovering those valuable materials.
That's the goal.
And what about autonomous driving? Does that present its own set of challenges?
It does. Self-driving tech could be huge,
Yeah.
but we need to make sure it's safe, reliable.
And ethical, right?
Yeah, all of that. Plus, we need to think about data privacy and security.
So it's not just about the tech itself, but about how we use it and what safeguards we put in place.
That's a good way to put it.
What can we do as individuals to support this move to a more electric future?
Well, you can think about getting an EV next time you buy a car.
Okay.
You can support policies that help EV adoption.
And just be more mindful of our carbon footprint in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
It sounds like we all have a role to play in this.
We do.
Well, this has been a fascinating look at the world of EVs. What's the final takeaway? What should we remember about this electric revolution?
The EV revolution is happening, and it's changing everything.
It's the future.
It is, and it's a future with cleaner air,
Quieter cities.
new jobs, and a more sustainable world.
It's exciting and a little daunting
It is, but we can do it.
if we all work together.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for joining us on this electrifying journey into the world of EVs. We hope you found this deep dive informative and thought-provoking. Don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating deep dives into the world of technology and innovation.